Yo, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope you guys are having a great rest of your day, start to your day, whatever time it may be. And I think I got hit. I'm not gonna lie. It was one of those situations where you come out to your car after you drive for like, let's say, an hour and a half, and you notice something isn't right. Now, I parked my car up at my apartment. I walked out and yeah, my entire front bumper, literally the entire front bumper was black. I should have took a before picture. I literally just sprung right into action. I dropped some money and got a handheld cordless drill, and I also went ahead and picked up some Meguiar's scratch remover. I'm actually gonna show you guys what I'm using, what I used in the car, and I think I did a pretty damn good job. Now, obviously, there's still some slight imperfections, which I will go ahead and point out, but it's kind of making me think it might be the time to go ahead and upgrade the front end of this car, if you know what I mean. If you guys do enjoy the vid, make sure you guys drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn those post notifications. I'll go ahead and show you guys exactly what's going down. All right, so as you guys can see, you might not even be able to tell, honestly, because a lot of this stuff, it has to be in like absolute perfect lighting for you to see everything. I think I did a pretty good job. I pretty much got all, and I mean like all of the black paint out of the car, because that's what it was. It was like black paint. It was pretty much a wicked, a wicked paint transfer, but I got all of it off. Now, there are some micro scratches here that are a little bit deep. I mean, I can kind of feel it with my finger, but if I were to take this to get the car detailed, it 100% would come right out. So this car needs a detail anyway. I mean, this hasn't been detailed theoretically in a year properly. So if I were to go ahead and take it to get it detailed, you wouldn't be able to tell at all. But as you guys can see, I pretty much got all of the black paint out. You could tell right here that I had to go ahead and use the touch-up pen because it kind of did go through the clear coat. But that little mark right there, that's not a big deal. A rock chip could have caused that, to be honest with you. You could probably see the micro scratches. I don't think you can. There's also, I think, a little stress mark right here, if you can even see it. I mean, it's only noticeable in like the right lighting, but you may or may not be able to see it. But when I tell you all of this was black, you might be able to see a little bit of the residue. I got as much of it off as I could. All of that was black. All of this was black. This was all black. This was all black. I was able to get all this off, so I think I did a pretty good job. There's a little black down here. I got all that shit out, so I thought that was pretty damn good for just some hand tools and a cordless drill, just to go ahead and just buff all of it out. So if you have like some micro scratches, or like your front bumper is damaged, you guys can kind of see the before, or I should say just the aftermath of what I have to go ahead and deal with. Again, I wish I took a before picture, because it was fucked up. Like, it was one of those things just like, yo, you just jump right into action. And before you even take, the last thing you want to do is take photos of it. You just jump into action and just go to work. And that's kind of what I did here. All right, so this is what I was running, the Meguiar's scratch eraser. This is legit. I've used this multiple times on this car, and it takes everything out like within, like, I'd say 4 to 5 coats. If it's like pretty severe like what mine was, like I said, I wish I took a before picture. It took about like 8 to 9 coats, but at the same time, it does work. It doesn't just mask the scratch, because I've washed this car after I went ahead and did the scratch removal, and it's still gone. So I definitely recommend this. It does come with a drill bit, and then just go ahead and buff out all the imperfections. So definitely go ahead and give this a try. It's not sponsored, but I'm telling you guys this right now, it works. Let me know what you guys think. That Meguiar stuff is pretty good. I should have took a before picture, but when your car's messed up, the last thing you're trying to do is take some photos. You just want to jump right into action and fix it as best as you can. And I think it came out pretty good. Like a rock chip theoretically would have left more damage than what was done. So I'm really happy about it. Now, because of that happened, I've been thinking, man, what if I went ahead and got a 99 to 01 Cobra front bumper for this car? And there's actually two, believe it or not, two in my area. One of them's actually in good condition. All it needs to be is just sprayed, which I could get that done. The same shop that sprayed my hood, my front bumper, my 2 quarter panels, as well as my rear bumper, they could knock that out legitimately in a day. And it'll be probably like a 3-day process of them obviously having to blend the front bumper with the other body panels on the car and then put it back on, and then me getting it back. It'll probably be a 3-day ordeal, which is actually really fucking fast. And it wouldn't be that expensive, so I could do that. There's another one here as well. I think that does need work. So I don't know, let me know what y'all think, man. Cobra front bumper, would that look good on this car? I've never been a fan of putting like the Cobra parts on my car, but at the same time, just thinking about it, a 99 to 01 would kind of go hard on my car with how, you know, the whole aesthetic is going right now. But you guys can see here, the springs are coming down real nice. It's been about, damn, I want to say it's been, what, 2 weeks? Shit, I don't even remember, man. Time going by so fast. Might be like 2 weeks, and I think it's coming down pretty good. This is about as low as I want this car to go. I mean, it's a 4-finger gap, no cap. So with a 15 by 10, that's perfect. And up front, it's a it's came down some more. It's a 3-finger gap, and that's tight getting in there. So let me know, man, what y'all think. 99 to 01 bumper, or just leave it alone? I should just leave it alone, just because I raced this car, so I should just leave it alone. This car needs cams. Like, it needs cams, man. End the video off before POV drive. Man, dude, the dumps sound fucking amazing, but I am gonna actually put a cat back on this car though, at least for the time being. Window up so you guys can hear what I'm about to say. But I do have good news about the 2-valve, man. This video technically isn't all bad news. Well, technically it ain't really bad news because I was able to kind of fix what happened and we had the potential to upgrade. But I did go ahead and stop by CU Indian Racing yesterday to pretty much schedule an appointment a month and a half in advance, so this car could be, you know, technically on the phase right before the built motor does get dropped in time for 2K. Now, in the middle of February, because that's when, you know, the shops have time. It's beginning of the year. It's very busy because a lot of shops are pretty much finishing up motor work that could not be completed before the end of the year. And people are trying to get their cars ready for Texas 2K or whatever event they're trying to do in the beginning of the year. In the middle of February, this car is going to have the FORE Innovations return style fuel system installed. It's going to get retuned on E85 at the same time, and we're going to have the Edelbrock Big Junior intake manifold on this car as well. Now there are going to be a little bit of other, you know, miscellaneous things done to the car. I am going to go ahead and get some different seats for this car as well. I'm going to be ditching the stock seats in this vehicle, not right now, but I'm going to go ahead and get that done. I think at the end of this month I'm going to go ahead and throw them in. I'm just going to get some, I haven't really decided what seats I want to go with. I don't want to get a Kirky anymore, just for the fact that I looked up the weight savings on like a legitimate like racing seat and the Kirky, and it's legitimately within like 10 pounds. And I'd much rather sit in a racing seat, because technically my other car, which I will talk about in this video, that car has racing seats and they're very comfortable. And I know the style that they're modeled off of, so I could essentially just throw those seats into this car, that stylish seat into this car, and it would pretty much work the same as a Kirky, and I'd be, you know, comfortable with just driving the car around, because I like driving this car around. I don't want to completely transform this car into a straight up drag car, something that's not fun or comfortable to drive. So I'm gonna get that done, and then obviously I'm gonna get the front runners on this car as well. So this car is gonna have a completely different setup by the middle of February. Like I said, it's gonna have the return style fuel system. It's gonna be on E85 with the Edelbrock Vic Jr., new seats, as well as the front runners. And this car is pretty much going to be set up for the new motor setup, which is going to be dropped in sometime, I'm going to say right now, I want to say at the middle of the year, just because there's absolutely no way that even if I were to go ahead and get this car, you know, let's say the motor could be dropped in right now, let's say they can get it done in 3 weeks, there's absolutely no way that I could break the motor in, because it's going to be a race motor, so it needs to be broken in. There's no way that the car could be retuned, and then for myself personally, relearn the whole car in essentially under a month, because this would essentially be going from a, let's say, a mid 400 wheel horsepower car to a 700 horsepower car overnight, and that's not really smart just to jump in and just start go racing. So I'm definitely not going to do that. I want to be able to actually get some seat time. Actually, I'm going to take the car to the track before I actually go ahead and start running it, just so I can go ahead and get, you know, used to the car, because I'm not really trying to go out there and embarrass myself. That would be really bad. But that's enough about the 2-valve. My other car, if you guys are unaware, I actually have a fully built Subaru. It is a Scion FRS, but they all share the same FA20 boxer motor. That car is ready to go. Technically, I should be driving that car right now, but there was an issue with the carrier. If you guys want more information on my Subaru, I will make an updated video when I actually have that car in person, because I should have it legit. I'm just literally waiting for a carrier to accept the pickup, because that car is actually pretty low to the ground. It's way lower than this car, which is kind of why I'm so paranoid about dropping this car. It's so low that it couldn't get on the trailer that was supposed to ship this car to Texas, so I had to go ahead and find a different carrier. It was just a whole mess. So hopefully within the next couple days to a week, I should have that car back. But it has a built bottom end, headwork, 1/2-inch ARP head studs, torque to their max setting, and that car is ready to make like legit like 600 to the tire. And 600 wheel in a car that weighs, you know, 2,700 pounds stock. I think my car, if I were to go ahead and put it on the scale, it'd probably weigh like around like 2,600, maybe 2,550. That's a lot of fucking power. The car right now, it's turned up to, I think, like high 300s, and obviously it could be turned up even more. So we'll see how I act up with that car. We'll see what goes down, because that car, it could be crazy. I mean, 600 wheel in a car like that's fucking crazy. I mean, that's scary crazy. 600 wheels not a lot, but when the car don't weigh nothing, I mean, it moves. Like theoretically, that car would actually wipe this car out, even if, you know, I were to throw the built motor in and just transfer everything I have right now. Even with the higher compression with that built motor on E85, that car would 100% outrun this car, 1/4 mile and 60 to 130 time. So let that kind of sink in. But I'm really excited to go ahead and get that car back. It's been almost damn near 2 years since that car has actually hit the road properly. So I'm excited to go ahead and drive it around. Like I said, I should have that car back in about a week or so. Shit, it could come in the next couple of days. Like I said, I'm just waiting on a carrier to pick it up. So really excited about getting my Subaru back. Man, dude, that car's been a real money pit, and that car's been kind of a headache. Fuck, I don't even have the car in my possession. It's already been a headache, man, with this damn shipping carrier issue. Damn. All right, so it's the next day. I have some good news. I wanted to wrap this video up by saying that the FRS actually will be back in my possession either this Sunday or Monday of next week. So the 8th or 9th, I'll have that car back. So if you guys are excited, make sure you guys drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll turn on those post notifications, man. Man, it's been almost 2 years, so I'm kind of excited to go ahead, get my hands on that car, and see how I act up, and see, you know, the next move after pretty much getting that car back after 2 years of it being sitting for, you know, having the motor issue. But like I said, if you guys enjoyed, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications. Catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.